We're discussing verse 103 from Radha Ras Sudhanidhi, the glories of Sri Radha and Her Manjaris. And before we continue discussing verse 103, which describes the nature of Sahaja Prema. Sahaja Prema means natural love, the natural love that's only found in the spiritual world, in the loving dealings with Radharani, the Gopis, and Krishna. But before we do that, I want to back up to the last verse we covered, was verse 101, which I mentioned, something, an entry, which verse 101 from Ananda Vrindavan Champu. It's because in verse 101, Ananta Babaji made the point how qualities of the material world have opposite meaning in the spiritual world. And we gave the example of 3 qualities in the material world. If you describe someone as being crooked, you said someone's crooked, it usually means they're a cheater, they're not honest, they're not straightforward. Or if someone's restless or chanchal, means they're not steady, they're not loyal, they're not faithful. And sometimes the word hard, if you say someone's hard, it means their heart is hard, or like that. So this point Ananta Babaji makes in his commentary on verse 101 of Radha Ras Sudhanidhi about these 3 qualities of people's consciousness and heart: crooked heart, restless mind, and hard heart. He said, well, when these words are used to describe Radharani or someone in the spiritual world, crooked refers to curly hair. So Radharani has crooked hair. Her hair is curly, and then it says restless. Restlessness, being unsteady or unfaithful, is not a very good nature generally. If someone's restless, not self-content, and not peaceful in her behavior and dealings, people will feel unhappy with that person's association. But Radharani is restless. A description of her eye movements is called Kanjanakshi. Kanjanakshi means her eyes are skittish and are flickering back and forth, going here and there, looking for Krishna. So she's like really moving eyes like this and that. And hard is okay if you're using it, the word hard to describe Radharani, and specifically her sthana, her breasts are described as being hard. Actually, there's a word in Sanskrit poetics, it's called a Shama Stri. A Shama Stri is called a Shama woman. It doesn't mean a black woman. Shama woman is a particular type of woman that has 3 characteristics. One characteristic that her breasts are hard. So usually breasts are not that hard when they get more soft with old age, also less muscle and all that kind of stuff generally. But this is the definition of Shama. If someone's breasts are always hard, and when you're with the intimate association with such a woman in the winter season, when you embrace her, you'll feel warm, you'll feel nice, heating element. And in these hot summer days of May and June in Vrindavan, when Krishna embraces his Shama gopis like Radharani, Lita Vishaka, and the same woman that's warm and comfy in the winter is cool and relaxing in the summer. So she's like a built-in air conditioner, a built-in heater. So she has dual functions. So these are the 3 definitions in Usually Money Rupa Goswami gives of a Shama woman. So we were discussing how these three words are not appreciated. Someone's crooked or restless or hard. And I mentioned that Ananda Champu describes the language of the Vrishvasis, the language of the Vrishvasis during Krishna Lila. So Kavi Karnapur describes the word meanings of the Vrishvasis during Krishna Lila and Nandagram. This is the Nandavasis, Krishna and Nandavasi, and the same also applies in Barsana. You have it everywhere in Brajmanda. Because as the verse describes 101 Radha Ras Sudhanidhi, being crooked or being hard or being restless or chanchal are not considered positive material qualities or attributes, but in the spiritual dimension, spiritual realm of Gokul Vrindavan, these are very good qualities, especially when you're describing Radharani. So it gives Kavi Karnapur gives an example of specific words and what they mean in Brij Bhasa. Amongst how Nanda Maharaj and Krishna and Yashoda and Radharani go, we use this word. The word Kala, K-H-A-L-A, this is a syllable, and Kala is deceitful. But in Brajmanda, you only find this syllable Kala in words like Mekala, Shrinkala, and Ulukal. Ulukal is a grinding mortar, and Mekala is waist bells you wear around your middle part of your body. Waist bells, and Shrinkala is some other kind of ornament. There's the word Matsara. Matsara is, of course, in the first canto of Bhagavatam, chapter 1. Karttika class 2023. There's different words in Braj Bhasha have different meanings. So they mean one thing in material language, but another thing in spiritual language. So Matsara is described in Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 1, verse 2 or 3. Paramoner Matsaranam Satam. This Bhagavatam is only for the saintly people that are near Matsa, near Matsarya. Near Matsarya means free from envy. Envious people are also hard-hearted, and they're arasikas and abhubakas. They have no bhav or no sensitivity, so they won't perceive the inner essence of the Bhagavatam, which is ras and love. So this word Matsara, which generally is not used anywhere in Brajmanda to describe envy, because Brajmanda is really devoid of envious people. Wow. What a place to live. Inconceivable. What does Matsara mean? Matsara means envy, but there in Brajmanda means my lake.
Matsara.
Sar means lake, or water means also, rasa means water, and sara means water, short lake. And Matsara means, so Ananda Maharaj is describing Pavan Sarovar, which was made by his father, Parjanya Maharaj. He calls it my lake. He calls it Matsara Kund, or Matsara Lake. We call it Pavan Sarovar. He says, mine. I'm the king. You have your name, I have my name. There's not only one lake in my kingdom, there's 56 kunds in Nandagram. In the spiritual world, when Krishna was here, there are 56 different kunds. And Ramesh Baba, or he's called Sri Baba or something, Baba Sri and Mankutir and Nandagram, he's identified from ancient Puranas where the location of those 56 kunds are. He's trying one by one to recover them and dig them out and revive them. But they're in the middle of private fields of different colored men, farmers, and they're not too inclined to donate a large part of the land for another province over. They're actually very big cones. They're all under chickpeas, and wheat, corn, and all this stuff. So that's a nice thing. There's the word doshakara. Dosha, of course, means fault. Doshakara usually refers to the moon, because the moon has spots, which is considered a fault in the beauty of the moon. But the word doshakara is never used in Nandagram, because there's no faulty people in Nandagram. The word mal, there's a soap powder, a very cheap soap powder, it's probably not available anymore. The Indians have very costly taste now. They all want everything imported. Ariel and Tide and all kinds of Western soap powder, Colgate, Western toothpaste, everything has to be Western. Because Indian is no good. They're still brainwashed by Nehru and the British influence, unfortunately. But anyway, so there's a soap powder called Nirmal. Nirmal soap powder. Mal means dirt, and Nirmal means dirt out, no dirt. So there's no dirty people in Brajmandal at Krishna's time. Even the pigs at that time took baths 3 times a day. And Swarakund. What's the name for pig? Surakund. Hindi word for pig is sewer, and in the West there's an English word, probably from German or something, called sewer, which means where the stool flows in the gutter. So they bathe in their Surakund. It's a bad joke. So this word mala is not found in Brajmala, but what do we find? We find the word parimal.
Fragrance.
Parimal means fragrance. We find shamala.
Krishna.
We find sham now also. Shamala means blackish. Doesn't mean fragrance, but the word mala is there, but this time mala is not referring to dirt, it's referring to a dark, usually dirt is, when we think of mala, we think of dirt, and dirt is usually black, or, there's not white dirt. Usually dirt is black or dark brown or whatever. And so it's never used to describe filth. Everything in Brajmala is nirmal, pure and spotless. The word danda means rod, like a lati, a big stick. It also means punishment. When it talks about the 4 means of diplomacy among Kshatriyas, sama, veda, dan, danda, dan. So you don't take my dan, you don't take my bribe, you don't take my offering of position, become a minister, this or that, and you can't become peaceful with me, then danda. So danda means to beat, or it means to be when punished, like Krishna says in the Gita, I am the rod of chastisement. What's the Sanskrit?
Dando dametamasi.
Yeah, word is there in Sanskrit. Danda. Danda siyana mahadanda. I beat you like anything. That's a fact. If Krishna ever decides to beat you, no one can save you. If Krishna wants to save you, no one can beat you. I've been beaten a few times. I know, no escape. Can't cry for your mother or anybody. So danda is only used to refer to the handle of an umbrella. A chata umbrella has a long stick holding it up. Was sticks in the old days, now it's metal or whatever. That's called danda, chata danda. And it doesn't mean punishment because there's no punishable people there then. Now things are different. The word bandha, B-A-N-D-H-A, like sambandha, means tied, knot, like tie your shoes, knot, K-N-O-T, bound. It's only used to describe knots in clothing, like nivi bandha. Nivi bandha means knot in your underwear, not in your petticoat. Nivi bandha. Whereas Krishna was bound with a robe also. It doesn't mean imprisonment, because band means imprisonment also. No one here, Brajmanda, deserves to be tied up. That's what Kavi Karnapur says. It seems they forgot about one little mischievous boy and he forgot about one little mischievous boy in Gokul, who was regularly getting tied up. It was one time we celebrate Amavasya and Karttika. He got tied up that day. But he gets tied up many days. That's just a festival day. It's not the only yeah, you think the little boy only misbehaves himself once?
No.
Criminals, they call repeated criminals. Criminal always returns to the scene of the crime to rob a second time, or a third time, or a fourth time. So Krishna's always getting caught stealing butter and yogurt, and always getting tied up. It's not a one-time thing. It's in fact it's Nitya Leela. It's not only always, it's Nitya. So he's getting, somewhere right now he's getting tied up. Good. If you tie a guy up, he won't give me any trouble. If he's loose, I'm not afraid. Like a tiger, you tie him up and put him in a cage and you feel safe. But if he's roaming the street, it's not time for your morning Java walk. So kunkum, the word panka, P-A-N-K, means mud. That's why we say pankanava or padmanava. Panka jangri means lotus feet. Well, how's that? How you have mud on your feet? Panka, angri means feet, and panka means mud. So you say panka jangri means you have a lot of mud on your feet. Now it means that which is born from the mud. What is born from the mud in the bottom of the lake is a lotus. So it's a Sanskrit way of describing the lotus. So panka means mud, but it's only used to describe cosmetics. Cosmetics like kunkum and chandan, because there's no mud in Vrindavan except when they make Radha Kunti. Take mud from the bottom. The word adi, A-D-H-I, means mental distress. It is only found in such words as upadi, which means designation, name, and samadhi, which means an intense state of meditating on Krishna. Because the gopis go in samadhi sometimes, so they describe what's going on. Like Krishna goes in the temple room, the chanting Diksha mantra got from Bhaguri Muni. Bhaguri Muni is the family priest of Nanda Baba. Gargarishi is the family priest of Vasudeva. Bhaguri Muni initiated Krishna in the Narayana mantra, Narayana. So Krishna goes in the temple, in the Lakshmi Narayan temple, Nandagram, to do his morning, his anik, his daily chanting Diksha mantras on its job about 108 times. The Diksha mantras should be chanted minimum 108 times, according to Hari Bhakti laws. So, of course, Diksha mantras, primary Diksha mantras, Gaudiya Sampradaya, or Gopal mantra and Kam Gayatri. So Krishna chants Diksha mantra, but this Nara, Ayan becomes Radha. And when he's saying Narayan, he's quite restless and chants looking around here and there like typical Java chanter. Typical Java chanter doing sightseeing Java. But then suddenly he starts saying Radharani's name, and suddenly his mind, he becomes a Stitamati Muni. His entire intelligence is going to fix on one point, the smiling face of Radharani. Then he closes his eyes. He starts to smile also. Because Radharani's smiling at me by meditation. I'm not going to frown at her return. If some pretty girl smiles at you, what are you going to do? Should start running away. Go like this. Show this finger. Not this finger. This. Show this finger. I'm married, Jack. Why? That's more fun. Come back. So Krishna, remembering Radharani's face while he's chanting his quote-unquote Narayana mantra, which becomes Radha mantra, Radha, 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 then he becomes in samadhi. Samadhi is Maharaj said, why isn't Krishna coming for breakfast? He's in samadhi. Don't disturb him. He's meditating on his Diksha mantra. Oh. Oh wait, let's wait. So he comes out really blissful. He comes out for breakfast, big smiles. And they think, wow, that mantra really works. Mantra Prabha. The word Kutila, don't get any ideas now. It means crooked, but it only means hair locks or one's glances. Kutila Aksha, Kutila Kesh. There are no crooked or deceitful people in underground. There's one lady named, if you're deceitful and you have kinky, wavy hair, then you're Kutila. Who's Kutila? The illustrious, ravenously voluptuous sister of Abhimanyu. So you imagine she must look as beautiful as Abhimanyu. If you have any old pictures of the Murtis in Yavatgram from like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, they're vintage pictures. When you take Darshan and Yavatgram, there's Radha Yellow Vihari or some Murtis, or maybe Astadhatu marble. But on the left-hand side, a little hallway in some little broken-down closet, the doors didn't even close properly, and there's some curtain that hadn't been changed in 6,000 years. And in there was 3 murtis made of straw and clay. And the straw was coming through the murti, through the clay, and it was real. You ever saw it? No. It was a comical murti, made you laugh like anything. And Mahamani's face is totally black, like black as midnight, and his sister was on his right side, and his mother, Tatila, was on his left side. And all paint was falling off. like so beautiful, you know. Heads were crooked and bent, all funny. They look great. There's so much Madhurya in the old brunch, you know. Now, inside that, we were there about a month ago. I think they have marble murtis or some fancy murtis. And we usually always only go there. Really, Rasi Jois, just they take Darshan, Rabba Vihari, and turn in that direction, go, Dandavat. Like, you know, when you see a sannyasi in ISKCON, you go, Dandavat. Get lost, you know. Though he has too much respect these days. For good reason, also. But that's the way it. Anyways, I'm not recommending that, but you know, you do what you do. I'm not forbidding it. They're chanchalata. What does chanchalata mean?
Restlessness.
Restlessness, unsteady, greedy. It's used only in relation to necklaces, like pearl necklace, or the edge of clothing, edge of the sari, or edge of the dopata. It's moving, which means moving. Chanchal means moving back and forth in anticipation of meeting Krishna. It's the word chanchal is never used in reference to the mind. Like we have in Gita in 6th chapter, Arjuna is told, Arjuna is directed by Krishna to control his mind, and Arjuna complains. He says, what does he say?
Yeah, thank
you. What number is it? Oh, that's okay. Chanchalahi Mana Krishna, Mati Balavan. So the mind is very restless, Arjuna says. It's hard to control. But Krishna doesn't buy his argument. He said, I don't agree with you. It is easy to control the mind by two practices.
Abhyas and Vairagya.
Abhyas and Vairagya. Constant practice in Bhakti Bhajan and by detachment. Which automatically, you do more Bhakti Bhajan, automatically become detached from the material world. And then your mind becomes shanti. Attachment to the material world is the cause of upset chanchal man. So only clothing is swishing back and forth is called chanchal. And raga, R-A-G-A, means passionate, usually refers to material attachments. And Patanjali's Yoga Sutra describes the 5 major fact causes of bondage of the jiva to the material energy. Asmita,
Raga, Dvesha, Abhinivesha.
Abhinivesha, Rag, and Dvesha. Rag, Dvesha, Abhinivesh, Asmita. There's 5 things. One of them is Rag. Rag means attachment to Maya. So these are problems in the material world. Asmita means wrong, misidentification with the false ego. And then you have all definitions I explained.
Avidya, Asmita.
Yeah, vidya, ignorance. That's a big cause of being attached to the material world and material body. Gross ignorance. So rag is only used to describe the red color, because the word rag in Sanskrit also means red. R-A-G-A means red. It describes the red color in the feet and hands. It's not possible used to describe material attachments, because in Vrindavan no one has material attachments. Then. In Krishna Lila, now Vrindavan, maybe a little different story. But an ideal Vrishvasi will have attachment, but not material attachments. So rag, when it's talking about attachment to Krishna, it's called ragadvika bhakti, ragadvika love. Passionate, complete attachment of body, mind, and words to the pleasure and satisfaction of Sri Krishna. The word madhya means middle class, mediocre, like average, mediocre, madhya. But it's only used to describe the waist. In the Bhagavatam, Krishna, when he's talking to the gopis in chapter 29, 10th canto, he says, oh Samadhyama. Samadhyama, by addressing a woman as Samadhyama, that one word is a sutra to describe an entirely beautiful woman. The woman's waist is thin, and everything else is good. That's the idea. But, there's exceptions to that rule, so there's a lot of skinny minis out there, that aren't so delectable in the eyes of Krishna. But so Madhyama means beautiful, thin waist, very thin madhya, thin waist, and very beautiful. Overall, the word when Krishna is saying Madhyama, because he's telling them, he's preaching to the gopis to follow morality, follow your Varna Dharma, follow your Loka Dharma, follow your Sri Dharma, follow your Sati Dharma, follow all your dharmas. Go home. You've seen a full moon, you've smelled the beautiful night blooming flowers, and you've seen the Yamuna and under the moonlight. Now you have good sight, good darshan, midnight darshan. Now go home, get lost. But while he's telling them to go home, he's saying, Sumadhyama. He's flattering them to get their attraction and incite their interest and saying, you're Sumadhyama, go home. So what's this guy? He's taking us right and left and right and left. Go stay, go stay. Guy is hard to figure out. His mouth, for 5 minutes he says, go home. And one word he says, I love you, don't move. Sumadhyama. It's a little hard to figure out Krishna. So it's only used, although it's a well-used word in language, madhya, middle, describe, many things can be described with the word madhya. It's only used to describe waist in Goloka Vrindavan, because everything in Goloka Vrindavan is uttam. There's kanishta, madhyam, uttam. There's no madhyam, there's no middle-class people. There's no middle class in Brajmana. Everyone's super rich in Prema. Also rich too. I mean, not the gopis when every gopi down the road from Gokul, there aren't kings or queens or provinces or territories. They're just neighbors of Nanda Baba. They came to worship Krishna on his birth ceremony. They came with golden tallies. Came with golden tallies and golden cups with kumkum and rice and turmeric and all kinds of stuff for puja, a newborn baby. So they're not eating on clay plates or cardboard plates or leaf plates. That's for Bengalis. Vishwasi, even a civil cow, not a Kshatriya, not a Brahmin. Brahmins get all kinds of golden donations. Make a lot of plates. So, but Brahmins are richer than the Kshatriyas. Look at Vrindavan, who's got all the money down there. All the Bhagavad Pachariks, they're billionaires. All the land, they own all the land. So Raja is used, Raja, R-A-J-A, and usually it means Rajagun. It's not Raj, it's short A, R-A-J-A, short. It means Rajagun, which means passionate people. There's no passionate people here in Vrindavan. So when do we use the word Raj?
The dust of Vrindavan.
Rajaraj. Go Raj. The dust of the feet of the cows is called Go Duli or Go Raj. So it's like that. And the word katin means hard. It's not used to describe people. That guy, what katin admi. That guy is what katin. He's a hard guy. And I'm going to meet this guy, try to get an appointment for teaching job in the college. Good luck, he's about katin. You don't have enough Bible to say get lost. So there's no word like that to describe katin, hard people. It's only used to describe gold and jewels. Jewels are supposed to be hard and gold is hard. Doesn't refer to people because in Vrindavan everyone's very soft and gentle. Anyway, it goes on forever. There's so many words. I just give you an idea. Like when you describe Radharani as crooked and restless and hard, it's positive. ultra positive. So we're discussing verse 103 from Radha Ras Sudhanidhi, and we're discussing the subject of Sahaja Prema from yesterday. Because the verse says, Sahaja Prema Utsav, the natural loving exchanges of Radha and Krishna are a grand festival. When they're together exchanging some love vilas, there are different pastimes they're enjoying together. It's 100% pleasurable. It's a festival. Utsav. Like you have this kind of Sunday love feast. So that means Utsav, festival. So we read some definition. Rupa Goswami from Reductive Madhav will repeat that definition. What is the definition of Sahaja Prema, natural love? When the beloved, when Radharani praises Krishna, he reacts in a neutral way. But inside his heart he feels pain. Because he feels, I don't deserve any praise, I don't like to hear this. I just want to praise my Radharani. So when a lover is blasphemed or criticized or ridiculed, he likes it, he takes it as jokes, makes him very happy. Any faults, any supposed faults in the beloved do not diminish or reduce the lover's love for the beloved. And the beloved's qualities, there's two things, have dosh and gun. Dosh is faults and gun is qualities. So if there's any dosh, the lover overlooks them, doesn't care, doesn't see them. And if there's any good qualities, it doesn't increase the love. In other words, the love of Radha and Krishna is not based on their money, their beauty, or any qualities. It's just based on love. Their love is created, their love with each other is created by love, maintained by love, and it's expression of love. It doesn't depend on any quality of beauty or kindness or flattery or anything. So then, that's where we finished yesterday. Then we started to describe the difference between material love and spiritual love. So this is all repeated and some extra points are mentioned here. Radha Madhav's love is natural, has nothing to do with material sentiments that are merely transformations of sensual incitements. That's quite a mouthful there. But, in other words, material love on one side. What is material life? Love means sentiments, feelings, but material sentiments, material love, material feelings are merely transformations of sensual incitements. But these pastimes of Radha and Krishna are the love pastimes of Satchidananda, Murtiman Sri Krishna, and Mahabhav Radharani. In other words, these are Sanskrit words that describe the lover is made of unlimited transcendental bliss, eternal transcendental bliss, and wisdom. That's on one side. And the beloved is made of absolute surrender, dedication, and loving sentiments on the other side. Selfless, self-forgetful, supreme love personified is Mahabhav Radharani. So to attain Radha and Krishna and to attain a drop of their love is the highest goal of human life. Now in the interesting description in this verse 103, it says that describing the Sahaja Prema, and it describes more about their love. That there's no reverence, awe, this type of distance or formality in this love. There's it says the word is Maryada. Maryada means no rules and regulations. Like there's a common phrase In love, in rules and regulations, there's no love. In love, there's no rules and regulations. So in Radharani's love, there's no rules and regulations. Radharani can do anything with Krishna. He can step on his feet, step on his head, put his feet on his chest, put her feet on his forehead. Krishna, in fact, takes her feet willfully and happily, honors Radharani's feet. The highest part of a person's body is their head. It's called a Shira Mani. The Mukut Mani is the crest jewel on top of her head. That's where a king wears a crown. Doesn't wear a crown on his feet. He doesn't wear a 20,000 crore crown, diamonds on his feet. He wears it on his head. So the topmost part of Krishna is his head, and he puts the bottom part of Radharani. The bottom part of Radharani is more valuable than a solid diamond crown or any crown. Nothing more valuable can adorn my head and my forehead than the feet of Radharani. Mama Shirasa Mandalam. Mandala means decorate my head with your feet. Ornament, decorate, adorn my head, ornament your head, my head with your lotus feet. Well, that means there's no Maryada, there's no rules and regulations. So Anandas explains, so there's no breach or any walls, there's no walls or any barriers between the love of Radha and Krishna. It's a free flow of give and take, just giving. They're not calculating, not expecting any expecting any return. They're just giving. And giving is such that it goes for some distance. Giving is like a boomerang. Loving dealings, in Australia, the Aborigines throw out this piece of wood to catch a bird, and goes out, hits the bird, knocks the bird out, comes right back to the guy. Throws it out, gets another bird. So you throw love out, love always comes back. So the perfect exemplars of the principle of endless giving without any calculation of return is Radha and Krishna. They never think, oh, I need a return, I need a recognition, I need appreciation, I need gratitude, I need some Mahaprasad, I need something. No, you ain't getting nothing. But it's not like that. Krishna gives Mahaprasad to Radharani. Radharani gives Mahaprasad to Krishna. She chews his Vedana, gives it back to her. Her Vedana she doesn't give to him. She gives it to her Manjaris. He gives her Vedana, then if he's good, she'll give it some back. He behaves himself. So this is how there's no Maryada. Then he describes this, one of the definitions, Sahaja Prem means Akanda Prem. We have Akanda Kirtan, means a continuous chanting of Krishna's name without break, 24-hour Akanda Kirtan. So this Akanda Prem, it's unbroken. Actually, the definition of Prem given Ujjvala Mani is Prem, the Prem of Radha Krishna. Even there's 100,000 reasons to dump your boyfriend or dump your girlfriend, you never dump them. That's pretty extraordinary. So Radharani has 1,001 reasons to never talk to Krishna again, never see him again. But she always forgives him, always embraces him again, accepts him back in her loving embrace. Krishna doesn't have one reason on one side, Krishna doesn't have one reason to reject Radharani. Not one. On any level of measurement. Nothing. Radharani is Nirmal. Nirmal Vishuddha Prem. But Krishna's prem is so much more. so much stuff mixed in there. You can't describe Krishna's Prema as Nirmal, you should, although they do, but I wouldn't. That's my subjective view on it. So he describes what is this unbroken nature, this unbroken love affair, the eternal unbroken love affair. It's not like Nitya Romeo Juliet or something. Like eternal perfect lovers. There's not a lot of problems there in this love with Krishna. He creates a lot of anxiety, a lot of problems for Radharani, but she never gives them up. Sometimes I wonder why, but my duty is just do my seva and shut up. I just keep batting and be quiet. But if I had my say, I said, let's forget it, guys. Let's go out here and never come back. We'll take care of it, we'll be okay. But that won't work, so I don't even take, I think about it, I don't speak. You can think anything, but don't speak it. So Redacted Madhav chapters, Act 2, verse 59, Rupa Goswami describes how Krishna is afraid of losing Radharani. This is a big part of loving bondage. You're always worried about the safety of your beloved. Like how much Yashoda worries about Krishna's safety when he goes out in the morning for cow tending. So when Radharani's away from Krishna, she's worried about his safety. He's coming home, is he okay, and this and that. So Krishna, after ignoring Radharani in the beginning of their love, starts lamenting. Krishna says, alas, the seed of Chandramukhi Radharani's love for me may be broken after she hears about my cruelty. What is his cruelty? His cruelty begins with a C, and then personification of cruelty begins with a C also.
Yes.
Chandavali. C for Chandavali, C for cruelty. So Krishna said, Radharani's love, she may be broken when she hears about my cruelty, means my running with Chandavali. She may give up her love for me. She may find happiness and solace and peace in her heart by rejecting me. Maybe Radharani will even give up her life due to the fear of the terrible twanging of Cupid's bow. Oh, what a fool I was to uproot the creeper of her desires. Creeper of Radharani's desires. So Krishna's calling himself a fool, and that's good. We approve of that. And he says, Mogda means fool. Ha Mogda yati falani manarata lata mridvi mayan mulita. I was Mogda, I was a fool, I was stupid. But he never learned his lesson, that's the only problem. Krishna's love for Radharani is unbroken. It never ends no matter what. From this verse, now that's what he tells us, from this verse from Redacted Madhav by Rupa Goswami, it's just, although it depicts that Krishna is externally showing indifference towards Radhika, his love for Radharani remains unbroken. When Radhika hears from her Sakhis that Krishna rejected her love, Radharani laments as follows. So Radharani is lamenting when Krishna hasn't shown up and it appears that he's rejected her and gone with the cruel Chandravali. So Radharani says to Vishaka, O Sakhi, desiring Krishna's Sangha, I gave up my shyness in front of my superiors. I gave so much misery to all you Sakis, my Sakis, who you are dearer to me than life. I gave up all moral codes that are highly estimated, highly respected, and honored by all chaste women. Means Arya Patni. Curses on my patience that I still maintain this sinful life even though Krishna has rejected me. So Radharani is feeling, since Krishna has rejected me, I have nothing to live for because I already broken all the rules of morality, all the rules of Manasamhita, every Samhita. I've broken all Varna, so what's the point? If I don't have Krishna, there's no purpose to living, no point in living, so better I just commit suicide. So that shows to what extent Radharani's love is a Kanda Prema. This is what Sajya means. Sajya means natural. This means Sajya Prema, natural love. Commit suicide before you leave your lover. That also happens. Sometimes people do that. And love. And love, different kinds of murders happen. You murder a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or you murder yourself, or suicide or homicide or some kind of side. Take cyanide. Then so this example shows how Radhika's love cannot be broken, even if she's rejected by Krishna. And Sripad says, Yachana Nuti. Nuti, as I explained yesterday, means nati. Nati means obeisance. In this love, there are no respectful obeisances or prayers offered. Like when Vasudeva and Devaki met Krishna, the Kurukshetra and other places, they would offer obeisances to him because they understood he's Bhagavan, he's Narayan. He's Narayan Sama, he's Sakshat Narayan. So he became very much respectful. Like Arjuna when he saw the Ratharupa, because they realized he's not really our son, he's Bhagavan. But no such thing ever happened with Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. What does he Radharani? There's no formality. What do they say in Chaitanya Charitamrita? What is it Brijvasi's about? Mara Putra, Mara Putra, Mara Putra, Mara Saka, Mara Pranapati. The Baba, the Brijvasi is, you're my son, you're my friend, you're my lover. They don't say you're my Bhagavan, you're my Ishtadevata, you're my buddy, you're my bandhu, you're my friend. My Pranapati, you're the master of my life force. Pranapati Bhagavan, Pranapati Sham. So in this love there's no respect, no maryada. The word in Sanskrit is maryada, which means reverence, respect. And sambrama means the same thing. Now there's more on the next page. It's quite a long commentary on this verse. Because we have to understand as much as possible from different ways of defining what is the love and Radha. It's a very mysterious and imperceptible state of love that Radha and Krishna share. So understand all the different fine points of their feelings and sentiments towards each other are very necessary to cultivate our Gopi Bhav. It's not just Gopi Bhav, it's just snap your finger at Gopi Bhav. Every day we study what is the heart of a Gopi. And the Supreme Gopi is Radharani. So her heart is best displayed when she's with her Prananath. Her Prananath is the Lord of her heart, Krishna. How does Radharani think? How does she feel towards Krishna? Manjaris have to think like Radharani and feel like Radharani feels towards Krishna. So it's absolutely essential to understand all about love. So when you see books or commentaries talk about Radharani's love and Krishna's love. They're very important. Like Vishnu Chakravarti's Prema Sambhut and Brahma Gita and all these kind of intimate revelations of Radharani, especially Brahma Gita's chock full of intensity of Radharani's love. So many commentaries on Brahma Gita, unlimited commentaries. Brahma Gita, 10th canto, chapter 47. Radharani speaks of a bumblebee known as Madhusudan Krishna. So all kinds of reverential praises and formality are absent in Sahaja Prema. Puramasi Devi tells Nandi Mukhi and Usanilmani. Puramasi gives a description of Sahaja Prema. She says, the natural love of Radha Madhav is free from all personal motivations. It is not instigated, it is not driven or created or impelled or excited or instigated by any principles of duty. It is not love of duty. Radharani serves Krishna because of love. Although they may be afraid of their superiors and they may face different problems, this does not increase their disturbance. In other words, Radha and Krishna don't become disturbed by obstacles to their seva. What is Radharani's seva? Seva to Krishna. Radharani's seva to Krishna is offering her body for his intimate pleasure and satisfaction. What is Krishna's seva to Radharani? The same in return. So in order for their bodies to come together, for their transcendental bodies to have Sambhog Vilas, Ratikeva Kunja Lila, a union together in divine love, there's so many obstacles and impediments which come up. Superiors, rivals, weather, so many adhyatmic klesh, adhidaivic klesh. Mostly adhidaivic klesh, adhibhautic klesh. No adhyatmic klesh. They're having problems for themselves. So these disturbances to their service don't diminish their service at all. This is what Puramasi, the Guru of Love in Vrindavan, is teaching you. When these disturbances come, it rather increases the taste and enjoyment of the transcendental ras and ecstasy of their astonishing festival of love when they finally meet. Like a lot of obstacles to get to meet Radharani, for Krishna to meet Radharani, for Radharani to meet Krishna. When they finally meet, it's like bliss, absolute bliss. Now, I can't even describe what it's like. And there's more description of Sahaja Prema. We know that this festival, now that we know what this festival of natural love is not, then can you explain what it is? So he said, Salavanya Chamakrita Navavaya Rupa Tanno Mohanam. That's a line from the Shloka 103. In this festival, Radha and Madhav enchant each other with their natural beauty and their astonishing forms and youthful age. Navavayas Mohana Rupam. Rupa Mohanam. There's an example to show the extent of Radharani's natural love, which we'll describe tomorrow. The long verse. Jai Jai Sri Radhe.